Hi, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Barriers. We are joined here at the Forbes Middle East Women's Summit by Nayla Tueni, Chief Executive Officer and Editor-in-Chief of An-Nahar and An-Nahar Arabi. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's so great having you here.
Same for me.
So I'd like to kickstart this by asking you, what role does women-led media play in countering the negative portrayal and empowering ladies across the region?
We have a big role, especially that nowadays you can see that women everywhere in the Middle East, in the Arab region, in the Gulf, are more imposing themselves, taking the lead. They are leading, they are working, they are doing a great success, great job, and this is how we can more empower them, write about them, write about their stories, how the success story, the woman, the success, the behind each woman and her story, and how she did to reach how she did to reach the where she is today.
Yeah.
So media can do a lot. We can do a lot, and I think woman also is imposing herself more and more, and doing a lot of success. And it's not from today, but nowadays it's more and more. But if you want to just look around in the whole region, you have wonderful women that did a lot of the great success, not today and not a year ago, but from years and years. But it's more now becoming more public and more on the media and on social media.
That's very true. And with so many tools, because social media has changed everything recently. So with these tools, like with the digital transformation that we're witnessing, are we doing enough to elevate female voices and make them heard?
Nowadays with the social media, we're becoming like the whole planet, the whole globe is becoming like one country.
Yeah.
We know each other, we know everything, we know all the stories. Even the kids, the new generation, the
So
Gen
much
Z,
exposure, yeah.
are so much exposed on many platforms. They can connect to wherever they want. They know everything. Maybe it's dangerous, and at the same time, they know more and more and more and more. So with the presence of social media is helping a lot, even for us as media.
Yeah.
Whatever we write, whatever we do as video interview, podcast, documentaries, we can when we post them on social media, we can broadcast them more, and we can have more
Yeah.
viewers, more people, more reach, so people can know about stories about more and more women around the world, around the region. So yes, it's important. The role of social media is very important. We are all using the social media,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we need to be very careful about the fake news and to fact check everything, because nowadays we're living in a world where we have a lot of fake news, but. We are here. It's a small world. Before coming to an event, you can connect on LinkedIn. People can connect together. That we will see each other at the Forbes Women Summit. Looking forward to seeing you. We need to connect, and after that, you can take the contact. It's totally different from the past. So it helped a lot for women, for people to connect to each other, to have more, to do more interviews, to be more exposed, to find more success stories, and to try to reach them, even to reach them before. An-Nahar is in 91 years old media, so 91 years before or 90 years ago, they cannot have all those connections and to be exposed to a lot of stories like today.
Yeah, it definitely gives you a lot of opportunities that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And I think people forget that social media is just like an alternative form of media, just like any other form of media. It has its pros and cons. And it's really with regards to how you use it. That's how you make either the best out of it or the worst.
With every transformation, it's how you use it.
Yeah.
As today we're afraid about ChatGPT and all the artificial intelligence and all those platforms. For me, it's a big challenge,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to use them, but to know how to use them, to know how to ask the right question, not to ask ChatGPT to do the job instead of me. No,
Yeah.
I have to do my job, but I can ask a question in a different way, to learn different things, to simplify, or to help me doing the things that will take for me time. If I'm doing an interview, instead of just rewriting the interview,
Yeah.
and it will take me 2 hours, those tools can help me, but I'm still here as a person to be creative, to give more, to think more, to learn more, to change. So I'm with every transformation, and every transformation can help all the societies, help the new generations, help each job, each profession, wherever you are.
That's true. And has going digital, following up with that, did it help reduce stereotypes and backlash, or do you think it has fed into it more? Because we've talked about how social media can have its pros and cons, and while it has given women a platform to speak, there's also like a lot of backlash that comes with that. So how do you think going digital has changed that landscape?
Of course, it's changed, but I started at a young age. When I started to lead the company, I was 22 years old, a young girl, just still studying at university, and they killed my father, and I had to take over, helping for the first 2 years my grandfather, and after that, I had to lead everything in an environment full of men and women. But it was really tough from the age, and being a woman, it's not so easy. So facing all those, you are used to it. You have to face a lot. You have a lot of barriers, but at the same time, how you prove yourself, how you try to listen, to talk, to prove that yes, you can, and why you're doing this change.
Yeah.
So it's the same on social media. You know how to respect yourself, to be yourself, to be decent, to be as you are, not to try to play a role. So as you are in life, you need to be on social media. You need to be on platforms.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are in a world where now with social media we have a lot of bullying. We have a lot of people who just do attacks like non-respectful. And this is what, for me, I say we have to protect each other. We have to respect each other.
Yeah.
And those attacks like bullying, it's not to give them importance, but because it's bad. If you have someone who's criticizing you for a reason, and you can consider and you can answer it in a right way and listen to improve, yes. But when it's a bullying, this is the bad side. But it happened before in different ways before, and today we're facing it through social media.
Yeah, I think criticism is always going to exist. It's always going to be there, and there are going to be people
No
who have
problem
negative things to
for
say.
criticism. The problem is the bullying or the bad words or the bad way.
Yeah, it's not even constructive. Exactly. So it's like flat out bullying, and that's the kind of thing you can't really protect yourself from. It's always going to exist.
Sure.
It's more about how you handle it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very,
much.
very much for
Thank
this
you.
conversation.